What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about this video that you saw at the beginning. Apparently, these two are a couple, and they were on a trip together to NYC, and he decided to propose to her, and she declined it. Not only she declined it, she was gonna walk away the first time, and he brought her back, and she walked away again. Now, there are going to be people that's going to say, well, you know, this was staged, it was forced. Like, I don't know if it's staged. I don't know if it's real, but this is something that frequently has happened with a lot of these guys, man, that want to marry these women. So they go out of their way to impress them by taking them on trips, you know, getting in public, getting on one knee and proposing marriage. Now, maybe she's a shy person, but with that dress, I don't know if she's that shy. But let's say this is an actual proposal. This, to me, it just shows you that no matter what you do for a woman, you may feel like you are the one for that woman, but a lot of times those women don't want to marry you. They may like dating you. They like what you do for them, but a lot of women these days do not want to get married. A lot of women these days would prefer to be single or prefer to have options, especially if they feel like they're still young and attractive enough. They still want to be able to have their hot girl summer. They still want to be able to fly to different places. They still want to be able to live their life their own way, which is their choice. I don't think you should be in a relationship if you don't want to be in a relationship. You should just be single. There's no point in getting into a relationship if that's not what you want to do. And I truly feel that this guy did not really know the woman that he is with. He didn't know the woman that he was with. And it kind of blew up in his face. You see, these whole public engagements, they don't really work anymore. They used to work 10 years ago, maybe even 15 years ago. But with social media the way that it is, these proposals don't work the same. These women don't care about getting proposed to in public anymore, right? Unless it's their idea. Unless it's their idea. If it's their idea, they're all for it. But if it's your idea, a lot of times they're just not going to accept it. And the fact that she's in front of all these people, and I know there's a lot of dudes standing around too. I don't know if she got spooked, I don't know if she was nervous. She felt a little bit embarrassed for this guy, but she just was not feeling this guy at all. It's almost like they don't even know each other. That's how it came off, as if they didn't even know each other. Now, what's really ironic about this video was that she literally looked like she walked to the streets. Looked like because you know how on those sidewalks, I believe that's where they're, or the side streets or whatnot. She literally walked away from him and walked towards the streets, man. Basically symbolizing that's where she's for. She's for the streets. She's not trying to be wifed up. She still feels like she looks good and she doesn't have to settle down with nobody. But a lot of these women have to understand this. At some point, you're not going to be everybody's favorite. At some point, you're not going to get chose. At some point, you're not going to be looked upon as somebody who's wife material. Some of these women stay in the street so long that they don't know what it's like to be in a long-term relationship. They become desensitized to any type of marriage talk, right? So when you're dealing with Western women like this, you have to understand their mindset. If you don't really know the woman that you're with, you don't need to propose to her. Proposing to her is a waste of time and a waste of energy. It may have been a waste of energy for this guy, because it's clear like this woman just, I don't know if she felt embarrassed or if she felt, again, spooked because of all those people that were around. And she felt like this made this guy look weak, that he's on his knee proposing to her, because that's what it looked like. It looked like she kind of got spooked by all the people standing around, and in her mind, she's like, why are you doing this? Why are you embarrassing me? You know how, some of these, females can get when you sort of put them on the spot. That's why I tell y'all, man, these public engagements don't work anymore. They really don't. Unless it's her idea. If it's her idea, then it might work more. Now, people are going to say, well, this was for clout. This was fake. This was staged. Well, I will say this. I don't see it as a TikTok video. There's no social media tagged in the photo. So if this was for clout, then why didn't they post it on TikTok? Why didn't they post it on their social media, even though there was no social media tag? And when this was sent to me, and shout out to Chantil sending this to me, it looked like there was somebody that was recording and caught this on video on their phones and decided to propose it, post it. But a lot of times, man, you don't really know. But then I've seen this behavior before. I've seen this behavior where you put a guy will put a woman on the spot, and she would just sort of back away from him as if she's embarrassed, as if she's caught off guard. And that's why, again, you have to know the woman that you're with. You got to ask those questions. Does she want to be married? Does she want to be your wife? Because if you don't know that, and you go and you do these public engagements, you're going to be looking crazy out here. You're going to be looking just like this guy. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of marriage, to be honest with you. I think marriage is outdated. Unless there are reforms to the laws, changes, I don't see a reason to get married, to be honest with you. But if you choose to get married as a man, then fine. That's a choice that you made. But you have to understand that not every woman that you deal with is going to want to marry you. She may not want to marry you, bro. It may just be a game to her, to be honest with you. That's why you have to be careful. She's with you for the good times that you're able to provide, but you're just one of a few that she deals with. A lot of these women are out here double-digit clutching. They're dealing with multiple men, and you might be second in that tier of men. And she's definitely not going to marry you unless she's completely hit the wall, unless she's completely done as far as being in the streets. That's when she'll look to marry you. But other than that, this woman ain't looking to marry this guy. She still feel like she has a lot left in the tank. She has a lot left in the tank, man. She's not trying to settle down, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts.